Somewhere across Japan tonight, the lights in ordinary homes are already dimming by 9 o'clock. No sleep supplements on the nightstand, no expensive wellness gadgets blinking in the dark. Just an early, unhurried quiet that most of us have forgotten how to reach. It's not a different climate, it's not different genes, it's not luck. It's something far smaller and far more repeatable. A handful of ordinary habits, practiced so quietly you'd almost miss them, that shape how calm a mind stays, how light a body feels, and how steady someone's energy runs from morning to night. Not one big transformation, just small things, done daily, until the body simply starts to expect them and settles. Today we'll walk through 8 of these habits, small enough to start tonight, consistent enough to change how your body feels within weeks. And one of them, the 6th, is so easy to overlook that most people never realize it's the one quietly holding the other 7 together. Let's begin. Japan is known around the world for long lives, calm streets, and a quiet discipline that looks almost effortless from the outside. But nothing about it is effortless, and nothing about it is mysterious either. It's built, one small repeated choice at a time. Here's the part worth sitting with. Your body doesn't respond to willpower nearly as much as it responds to rhythm, the quiet, repeated signals you send it every day. Western science has a word for the body's inner balance: hormones. You don't need to understand the biology to benefit from it. You only need to offer your body a little more rhythm than chaos. That's what these 8 habits do. None of them are difficult, all of them are consistent. Let's start with the first. Habit 1. Begin the day in silence before the phone, before messages, before the world gets its say. Give yourself 5 quiet minutes each morning. No screen, no noise. Just sit, breathe, and let your eyes adjust to the day before your mind does. It sounds almost too small to matter, but the first few minutes of a day set its entire tone. Reach for a phone the moment you wake, and your mind starts the day reacting to 100 other people's messages before it's had a single thought of its own. Begin in silence instead, and the day starts belonging to you. Tonight, simply decide where you'll sit tomorrow morning. That's the whole first step. Habit 2. Move before you rush. Rajio, Taiso. Across Japan, a small tradition has played on the radio every morning for nearly a century. Rajio Taiso, a few minutes of simple, gentle stretching done by millions of people at once in schools, offices, and parks before the day truly begins. It is an exercise in the way we usually think of it. Nothing about it is intense, and that's exactly the point. A few slow stretches, a little movement through the shoulders and spine is enough to wake the body without shocking it. Gentle movement first thing tells your whole system that the day is beginning calmly, not with alarm. Try 3 minutes tomorrow. Reach, roll the shoulders, breathe, nothing more. Habit 3. Stop a little before full. At many Japanese tables, there's an old unspoken habit. Stop eating just before you feel completely full. Not a diet, not a rule written on a chart. Just a quiet awareness carried to the table meal after meal. Most of us eat until a plate is empty, not until a body feels satisfied. And those are 2 very different signals. Slowing down enough to notice the difference is a small act, but it changes how light or heavy you feel afterward, and how steadily your energy holds through the rest of the day. At your next meal, eat slightly slower than usual and stop just a little before you think you should. Habit 4. Give every object its place. Seiri Seiton. In Japanese workplaces and homes alike, there's a simple principle called Seiri Seiton. Sort what you have and give everything that remains a clear place of its own. It isn't about owning less. It's about knowing instantly where everything belongs, so your eyes and your mind aren't quietly working overtime just to find a set of keys or a missing charger. A cluttered space asks small, constant questions of your attention all day long. An ordered one asks nothing at all. Choose one small corner today, a desk, a drawer, a shelf, and give everything in it a place it will return to. Habit 5. Protect a little empty time. Maki, there's a word in Japanese aesthetics, ma, that refers to the meaningful pause, the empty space between two notes of music or between two walls of a room that quietly gives everything else its shape. Without it, a song is only noise and a room is only clutter. Most calendars have no ma left in them at all. Every hour filled back to back until the day feels like one long, breathless sentence. But a little deliberate emptiness, protected on purpose, is what gives the rest of your day room to breathe. Leave 15 minutes unscheduled tomorrow. Don't fill it, just let it stay empty. Habit 6. Step outside on purpose. Shinrin-Yoku. Here is the habit that quietly holds the other 7 in place. In Japan, there's a simple, well-loved practice called Shinrin-Yoku, forest bathing, not a hike, not a workout. Just a slow walk among trees or even a few minutes near a park or a patch of green with no destination and no purpose but noticing. A few minutes spent in real daylight and greenery does something that other habits can't do alone. It resets your sense of time, softens tension in the body, and quietly restores the energy that a full day of screens and rooms slowly drains away. Everything else on this list simply works better once this one is in place. 10 minutes, somewhere green, that's all it takes to begin. Habit 7. Offer quiet attention, Omotenashi. In Japan, hospitality isn't loud, it's attentive. It's called Omotenashi, noticing what someone might need before they ask for it. A seat offered before someone looks tired, a question asked with real interest, not half attention. Most of us listen while already composing our next sentence. Full attention, even for a minute, is rare enough now that people notice when they receive it. Offering it costs nothing, and it does something quiet in return. It makes your own mind slower, calmer, less scattered simply by practicing stillness through someone else. Today, give one person your full, undivided attention for just one conversation. Habit 8. Close the day. The same gentle way. However the day went, many people in Japan ended the same simple way. The same quiet routine, the same rough hour, night after night. Not rigid, just familiar. A body that knows roughly what's coming next finds it far easier to let go. When bedtime arrives differently every night, late, early, distracted, rushed, the body never quite learns to trust the signal. A steady, gentle closing ritual, repeated often enough, becomes its own quiet invitation to rest. Tonight, choose one small closing habit. Dim lights, a few pages read, a warm drink, and repeat it again tomorrow. None of these 8 habits on their own will change your life by tomorrow morning. That was never the promise. What changes things is what happens when quiet mornings, mindful meals, small pauses, and gentle evenings are repeated. Not once, but often enough that your body stops waiting for chaos and starts expecting calm instead. You don't need to adopt all 8 at once. You don't need to do any of them perfectly. Choose one, practice it for a week, let it become familiar before you add another. This was never really about hormones or habits or even Japan. It was about rhythm, the quiet repeated signals we give our bodies every day, whether we notice or not. So tell me, out of these 8 habits, which one will you start with tonight? Write the number below. I read every single one.